Much of the access that we have to our wilderness areas around the Alberni Inlet we owe to logging and railway development. Many abandoned lines are now trails, and in one case, the trail comes from a rail line that was never built.
This was a scene of activity. There were hundreds of men all along the inlet in half a dozen construction camps, digging and blasting and moving earth and leveling things out.
Over 100 years ago, the Canadian Northern Pacific Railway wanted to connect Victoria to the growing communities on the North Island. They started clearing land south of Port Alberni and then blasting their way through solid rock. A flat rail bed was their aim, and the work was hard.
There's an ore cart with a horse pulling it and a crane derrick arrangement here where they're going to load this shattered rock that's just been blasted onto the carts and trundle it off.
To think that these guys were packing tools and didn't have bulldozers and excavators working, I think it's an impressive feat.
The war broke out in August of 1914 and that put a total end to it. And it was totally deserted and then deserted for 100 years. There was no, as far as I know, this section of the railway was not ever used.
With the work stopped, Mother Nature took control. The forest grew back. The area was abandoned until more than a decade ago when a group of local people started to work on trail development. 12
years ago, people got interested in seeing it made usable as a hiking trail. And so a lot of work, volunteer work has gone in. A lot of work of love, really.
Recently, a celebration was held to mark the opening of the second phase of the Alberni Inlet Trail from China Creek to Franklin River. The trail provides many scenic outlooks and opportunities to enjoy nature. The new route is a great addition to the growing network of trails in the Alberni Valley.
It's so beautiful, and just the work that's being done and so many people coming together and building this trail, I think is something very special, and I think it'll become an anchor of our trail network within the Alberni Valley.
It is not only the intervention of history that made this trail available. There was the hard work of many volunteers and the contribution of community partners.
A huge partner would be Island Timberlands for providing access to this land and also changing how they operate close to the trail to preserve and protect it. So they're a huge partner. Also Western Forest Products. It touches their lands as well. So I think the partners that we have, and there's a long list of them, it can't be done without everybody coming together.
One of the real pleasures of the new addition is that it's not just a walk in the woods.
There's always something new to see. There's a change in vegetation, there's interesting wildflowers, the beaches give you a different viewpoint. You can see people out there fishing, you can see the freight going up and down the inlet, you can see whales from time to time.
On the new Alberni Inlet Trail, I'm Mark Hannon.